Okay, everybody, today I'm going to be canning some chicken. I'm going to use the USDA Complete Guide to Home Canning. We're going to be using Chapter 5, Preparing and Canning Poultry, Red Meats, and Seafood. And we're going to be using page 5. It's chicken or rabbit, and since we're using the dial gauge pressure canner, we're going to be at 11 pounds of pressure. We're going to do pints, so we'll be at 75 minutes. I'm going to do hot without bones, so we'll be here. And we're going to do pints, so it's going to be 75 minutes at 11 pounds of pressure because I'm right above 1,100 feet where I'm at. So let's get started. Thanks for joining me. Okay, first thing we're going to do is trim some of this fat off. And I'm just going to cut that section out. I don't like a lot of fat. Some people like it left on. I don't. A little bit doesn't bother me, but I don't want a lot. Get the majority of it off. If I can not cut my gloves. I'm just going to have it in little chunk size pieces. And then I'm just going to kind of slice it. And then I'm just going to cut it up in little chunks. And I think I might have said a while ago that I was hot packing. I'm raw packing these jars. Kind of hard to hold on to it sometimes with these gloves on. Makes your hands a little bloody spot off. I'm hoping I can get about one of these, at least one breast to a jar. And let's see. And these you're going to pack to 1.5 inch headspace. If you're raw packing, you don't put any broth or anything in. So you want to try to get it as tight down as you can. I may have to take a couple of them out. Be kind of, it's a little bit below, so, and just remember this is your 1 inch, so you want to kind of go for 1 1/4, just right below that. And I've got it pushed down pretty good, and this will make its own little bit of broth. It won't make as much as some other stuff would, like your beefs, and some of those will make a little more broth as they're cooking. And some of these breasts are a little smaller than others, so that's kind of Like I said, I'm just doing them in bite-sized pieces. And I'll have to have a little more for this one. So you can see the difference in those breasts. That other one was a little extra, and this one didn't quite go much over halfway. There's our second jar. And I'm going to keep doing these till I get enough for a cannon load, and then I'll bring you guys back. I'm going to put a little bit of seasoning in my jars, because anything that I make with these seasonings are going to be fine for. You can use this to do chicken salad. You can put it in soups. You can put it in a quick stir fry that you don't want to cook your chicken down. It's just a quick access to chicken when you're in a hurry. So I'm going to do a half a teaspoon of salt in each jar. And I'm just doing the pink Himalayan salt. You can use your cannon salt. This is just the one I grabbed out of the cabinet. Gonna do about 1/4 teaspoon of some garlic powder. A heaping 1/4 teaspoon of some minced onions. And then about 1/8 teaspoon of some black pepper. Now this will not look pretty in the jar after it's canned. This is just not one of your pretty canning, but it's good food to have to eat. So now I'm going to clean our rims of our jars off. Make sure we don't have any of the seasonings, any fat from the chicken. We'll get all that off. I'm just wiping them off with a little white vinegar because it'll cut the oil if there is any. Alright, we're going to do our lids. We're not doing any liquid like I said with these because our chicken's going to give us a little bit of broth. They won't have as much as if we par cook the chicken and put it in hot. Finger tight on our lids. and tightening on the rings. Okay. I'll bring you back when I get over to the canner. Okay, my water's to the 3-inch level in here where it needs to be for this canner. Put my lid on. Get everything balanced. I'll do 2 sides at a time. Lift you up so you can see a little better what I'm doing. I got my eyes already turned on. And my toggles are down. So like before, we're gonna let it heat until we get a steady stream out of here for 10 minutes. And when I'm to that point, I'll bring you back. Okay, and what I didn't put in the jars, I had 3 bags of 6 chicken tenders and 1 with 4. And I'll just put these in the freezer and I'll have them to use later this winter and fall. Okay, we've been blowing steam. And we're going to put it on until we get to 11 pounds of pressure. And then once it gets there, it'll process for 75 minutes. Alright, we're at 11 pounds of pressure. We're going to leave it here for 75 minutes. We're at 75 minutes, so I'm turning it off. And we're going to wait for it to... Okay, it's been sitting for about 5 minutes. See? Let me get them all out and I'll bring you back. Alright, they're all out. They're popping. Look pretty good. Be excited to have some good chicken to use later. Thank you for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you have any questions, just let me know. Thanks.